Hi, my name's Keith Cooper and this is one of my short videos about aspects of the business side of photography. In particular, this one I was just going to talk about planning for how your business is going to change because I've been a photographer since 2004, professional photographer, earning a living through it, and in that time I've seen a lot of changes. Now, in particular, I got into photography when digital became a big thing. A lot of photographers before, film photographers, some adapted to it, some didn't. They're not around. They probably stopped doing photography, they gradually got out of it. Some of them grudgingly accepted digital, but never really explored the capabilities, what you could do with it. There will be further changes all the time. You do not set up a business and expect it to be the same. Technology changes, all kinds of things change. But you don't have to be worried by that, you can see it as a challenge. Now, I started off with doing types of photography that I liked, types of photography that I had some interest in, and just as importantly, types of photography that would pay. Now, when you start out, you can be a bit more of a generalist. Specializations, if you can find them, they tend to pay better. You tend to find clients stick with you more if you do specialized things. So basically, have a look when you're setting up your photography business. Have an idea, even if you're just doing it part-time. Is this something I'm going to keep doing, or am I using it as a means of getting into another area of photography, doing something else? Hence my example here of mobile photography and ice cream. It's actually a photo I took up on the North Coast. And I have indeed edited it, didn't say that, but that was just a playing around with some Photoshop stuff for a holiday snap. But mobile photography and ice cream, yeah, I'm sure someone somewhere might think it's a good idea. I can't see how you'd actually make a profit from it. Well, maybe from the ice cream side, but mobile photography, I don't know. It's a good backup if the photography fails anyway. But look for your specialisms. I do industrial photography, construction photography, architectural photography, interiors, certainly of newly constructed interiors, maybe not the high-end sort of stuff you'll see in magazines where it's taken 2 days to dress the set and set everything up for it. It tends to be very much a sort of, we've just finished this, can you take some photos? Look, we need the room in half an hour. So it's relatively brief visits compared to some sort of thing. But always be open to looking for change. And in many ways, that's been the key of why I'm still working as a photographer. I used to do event photography, I don't anymore. I've never done wedding photography. Now, I've mentioned before, and I've said there are quite a few of these little videos I've done looking at different aspects of business. And I've mentioned this before, what you don't do is as important as what you do. So you won't find me offering wedding photography. I don't do video. These videos are, those of you who are technically proficient in video will obviously see all kinds of faults I'm making. They're not for that, these are to convey information. The videos are here to support my articles as well, and I write articles and stuff like that. So, you know, pick your areas with care. One area that I've been asked for recently is drone photography. Now that's interesting. I might have a go, but lots of people are doing it. It also takes quite an expense. So yeah, to get the equipment. Not to mention the fact that in many places there are now quite strict regulations on what you can and can't do with drones for business photography. Quite reasonably, because you don't want them dropping on people's heads or smashing into people's houses and the likes of that. But you know, if you're going to go into that, look at it seriously and see where it is and see if you think it's got a future. Because it's quite possible for you to think, well, I'll do this, I'll do a particular type of photography, and in 2 or 3 years it's not there anymore because people are doing it themselves. All kinds of examples have this. But the key to it is always be prepared for change, and remember that your photography business is there to make a profit. If it isn't, it's just a hobby that makes some money. And I do know quite a few professional photographers who are verging on it being a hobby that makes a bit of money. Now that may change, it may not change, but always keep an eye out for it. Anyway, I hope these little short videos are of some interest. I've got lots of others. I've got articles on the website. Please do subscribe to the channel if you find it useful, and feel free to comment, ask questions, because that's often where I get ideas for things to add for extra bits of video. So thank you very much.